royal families were obsessed with maintaining a pure bloodline, a fixation that would lead to centuries of tragedy and genetic downfall.
Political power, not personal well-being, dictated their fates. As the laces tightened, so
From the Caesars to the Habsburgs, certain features persisted. This distinctive jaw, for instance, became more pronounced with each generation.
There. Is he all right? Why does he look so frail?
he's so small. Sibling marriage is crucial for the Ptolemaic dynasty. It is the sacred union that preserves the divine bloodline.
Their bloodline is tainted, Your Majesty. An alliance would compromise our purity.
But without their armies, we face...
Recessive conditions are often X-linked. Carriers like Queen Victoria pass the gene to affected sons, such as Tsarevich Alexei.
The Infanta Maria Anna knew little comfort. Fevers and convulsions often gripped her fragile body, threatening her life.
To the King and Queen, long may they reign!
Reproductive complications historically resulted in profound and visible suffering for women, largely due to the absence of adequate medical care and understanding.
As we examine these portraits chronologically, the distinctive features of the Habsburg jaw become increasingly apparent across the generations.
Look at these beautiful vegetables. We are so fortunate.
A warm hearth and a healthy family are the true treasures.
Full of grace, intercede for us now in this hour of need. Save them both, we beg you, Lord.
The dispensation for consanguinity is granted by this decree,
and confirmed by the episcopal seal and signatures below.
The celestial convergence and the omens from the flame confirm it. A spiritual blockage afflicts the queen.
These levies cannot be raised without significant resistance.
Look here.
And so it was that the aspiration of purity became conflated with the illusion of superiority.
Princess Charlotte of Prussia, pictured here, was known throughout the court as frail and destined to be short-lived.
In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life, we commend our sister into your hands, O Father.
Your Majesty, it has been 5 years. The kingdom needs an heir, and you have provided nothing but empty promises and disappointment.
humanity demands.
His vitals seem stable, yet he presents these symptoms.
I simply cannot account for it. What are we missing?
I don't know.
The scrolls tell a consistent story. From ancient kingdoms to modern empires, the fatal flaw of leadership has been the As nations draw lines upon the map, the very fabric of life begins to fray. Political
halfway reveal how inbreeding accelerated the fall of dynasties.
While history celebrates the victors, figures like Princess Eleonora were often erased. Their lives
Note how the large, rigid collar draws attention away from the neck, while the extravagant hat and feathers cleverly mask cranial asymmetry.
Was purity worth extinction?
Male heirs were prioritized above all others, while the burden of blame for a lack of sons fell unjustly upon the women.
We must name an heir now, before she draws her last breath. The stability of the realm depends on it. You seek only...
Their historical records only go so far. Our sequencing shows the full mutation spectrum here.
By the king's decree, their love was deemed unlawful. A rightful heir was needed, and their heart...
As future wives, your primary duty is grace under pressure.
Yes. Observe closely. The wrist must remain perfect.
As diversity waned and inbreeding took hold, the signs were clear. Inherited diseases, political instability.
In summary, the genetic consequences involve increased disease susceptibility and altered protein function.
The cost of war is measured in many ways, but history shows it is the women who pay the highest price.
While traditions endure, modern royal unions are increasingly reflecting a diverse and interconnected world.
The primary reason science was ignored throughout history is simple. Poor communication and infrastructure crippled the spread of knowledge. We saw the beauty of the world and chose instead the smoke and fire of industry. These are the lessons.
Father, I confess my gravest sin.
The war I waged brought ruin upon this land.
Does this power, symbolized by the crown and wealth, justify the unimaginable suffering and destruction we see here?
When we look closely, we don't just see victims. We see lives lived.
The story of genetics spans centuries, from Mendel's peas to the structure of DNA. Now,
The ashes of the past whisper a warning. If we ignore them, if we forget the cost of our conflicts,
Purity destroyed itself.
When bloodlines refused to mix, history itself paid the price.